Alright, so welcome back. So we finally managed to reach the top of the Ismela's tower, and we got this little scene here, so I'm expecting a boss fight of some sort, but I'm not sure. Anyways, wow, it's so bright out here. It looks like we finally made it to the rooftop. Do you look at the beautiful scenery? Now this is something else. It looks like we'll be able to get a better shot than I originally anticipated. And that's the thing I was telling you about earlier. I wonder what that's supposed to be exactly. It looks like a giant Orbment-operated cauldron if you ask me. According to my sources, it's some sort of ancient device. Although nobody seems to know what exactly it's used for. Hey Joshua, did you know something like this was up here? Joshua? It's no use hiding. I think it would be wise to come out where we can see you. Huh? Please don't hurt me. I'll come out already. I'm coming out right now. Was he gonna join our party? Who is this guy? So somebody arrived before we did, huh? What a surprise that was. Nice find, Joshua. And you are? I apologize. Please forgive me. I'll give you every last mirror I have. Please spare my life. Look here, buddy. Please don't mistake us for robbers or something weird. You do recognize this emblem, don't you? Well, isn't that the Bracers Guild? So you're trying to tell me that you're Bracers? In the flesh. I'm Estella and this is Joshua. And we're here as reporters from the Liberal News. We're having these two provide our escort so we can get coverage of the tower. I'm relieved to hear that. Please don't just ever scare me like that again. The fact that you came up here like that made me suspicious of you all. Look who's talking. You seem like quite the suspicious fellow yourself. Do you mind telling us who you are exactly? I apologize for my belated introduction. My name is Alba, and I'm an archaeologist. I came to investigate the tower in order to further my research of ancient civilizations. All alone? I'm surprised you made it here in one piece. Somewhat. But actually, I've grown accustomed to investigating ruins like these. You see, I've got a lot of confidence in my ability to flee from monsters if need be. Although this time I found myself in a bit of a pickle. You are one crazy scholar if you ask me. However, being an archaeologist would mean that you're familiar with the tower's origins, right? Well, more than the average person anyway. But since I've only just begun my investigation, there are still a lot of things I don't know myself. That's fine, but is there anything interesting you could tell us about this place? It'll be used for an article. Let's see. Has everyone heard of the Septorians before? I think Father Divine maybe said something about that before. You mean the 7 treasures endowed with power and bestowed upon the ancients by Aidios, right? That's exactly what I'm referring to. It seems these ancients ruled the earth, seas, and skies using the powers of these treasures. It has already been written that they were even able to unlock the secrets of time and life. Approximately 1200 years ago, when this ancient civilization was destroyed by a mysterious calamity, these Septorians were also lost. That is the legend also recorded in the scriptures of the Septian Church. Well, what does that have to do with this tower? A part of the legend states that one of these Septorians slumbers somewhere within Liberal. Its name? The Oriole. The Oriole? That word certainly has a strange ring to it. If the legend is really true, I figured I might be able to find some clues here at the tower, since it's one of the oldest ruins in all of Liberal. So I came out here to investigate. Aw, what an inspiring story. It is, isn't it? You can feel my passion for things of antiquity, right? This is splendid. I'm overjoyed that there is someone else who understands the way I feel. So did you find any of those clues you were looking for? I'm still working on that part. But if you can figure out how this device works, I might be onto something. I think it's an interesting story, but as it stands, it's a speculative one. From what you've told me, I'm sorry to say it wouldn't fly as an article. I see. That's extremely disappointing to hear. I'm surprised myself. Contrary to my expectations, you are serious about the articles you write. That's because I can't write articles based on uncertain news sources. We may run the occasional gossip column, but it's the policy of the liberal news to verify our information. That aside, let's get what we came for, shall we? Dorothy, I want you to get several panorama shots of the Roland region. Everything else I'll leave up to your aesthetic touch. Now get out there and get me some good pictures.
Understood. Your apprentice Dorothy Height is ready for action.
And as for you, Mr. Archaeologist, how about heading back to town with us when we're done here? These two kids may look like a couple of brats, but they do a pretty fine job as escorts. Something about the way you said that makes me feel like it wasn't a compliment. If it's alright with you to have me along, then that's far more than I could ask for. Then I guess it's decided. So, how about we take a break until Dorothy finishes getting her shots?
Wow, the view from here is great. From this height I can see all of Roland. With scenery this good, if someone turned this place into a tourist spot, they'd probably make a boatload of Mira.
Yeah, you're probably right about that.
Oh, what's wrong? You look a little pale.
I can't hide anything from you, can I? After we stepped onto the roof, I just started feeling a little woozy.
Are you going to be okay?
Yeah, I think I'll be alright once I get a bit of fresh air. Why don't you make the best of this opportunity and have a look around yourself?
But...
broadening one's knowledge during a time like this is all part of being a bracer. If you come across anything of interest, then you can tell me about it later, alright?
Sometimes you can be such a smooth talker, you know that?
Alright, I'll have a look around.
But if you start feeling any worse, you let me know, okay?
Sure. What am I supposed to do? Why did it open the menu? I'm confused. Okay, whatever. So let's go talk to Alba here.
Oh, hi there, Estelle, was it? Is your partner feeling alright?
Yeah, he said he just wants to get a bit of fresh air.
I see. That's certainly a nice breeze up here, isn't there? I wanted to say, however, that I'm impressed that both of you are bracers at such a young age. If I remember correctly, one must be at least 16 years of age to qualify to become a bracer, right? You sure know your stuff. And that's right, I'm exactly 16 myself. How nice it is to be young. There are limitless possibilities at that age. If I were about 10 years younger, I'd solve the mysteries of all these ancient ruins across the entire continent with these very hands. The entire continent, huh? That's a pretty tall order. Which means you're not from Liberal, right? No, I was born in the north. But just for the record, I'm not from Erebonia. You don't have to worry about that. Although I hate war with a passion, the hatred isn't directed at the people of the Empire. You lost someone dear to you. Yeah, my mother. I'm sorry, I didn't mean to bring up any painful memories. It's okay, it happened more than 10 years ago. And since then, there's been a new addition to the family. Oh, so you mean that boy over there? Yeah, he's like a little brother. Although he's probably trying to act more like an older brother. I wonder why I'm telling you all this. Usually this isn't the kind of thing a person tells others. It's perfectly fine. Aren't good relations such a wonderful thing?
Who should I talk to? Should I leave? Can I leave?
I'd better not go off by myself.
Okay, so... I guess let's go talk to her.
Oh, Estelle, this place is wonderful, isn't it? I'm even starting to wonder if the number of photo courts is going to be enough. The scenery sure is great, like you say. But by the way, what's a photo quartz? It's a ultra-thin crystal circuit fabricated from septium. It's set up so that you can take a photograph by burning it with light. That's just what I'd expect from a cameraman, someone who knows the tools of the trade. That reminds me, what's the deal with Joshua? Well, he says he's getting some fresh air. A raven-haired young man standing silently in the flowing breeze. I think I could really take a good picture with that kind of setting. Do you think he'd let me snap a shot of him if I asked?
He doesn't seem to be a fan of that kind of stuff.
I think he'd probably turn you down. Oh, what a waste. He's probably just shy, right?
Oh man, that taste of a cigarette is wonderful. At first, I wasn't in the mood to come to do a story in a rural place like Roland, but sometimes these type of places aren't so bad.
If you want to be rude like that, then maybe you shouldn't have come at all.
No can do. This is a direct order from the editor-in-chief to teach that blockhead girl a thing or two. Otherwise, I'd be all over the kingdom searching for the latest scoop right now.
When you say scoop, don't you just mean gossip for your next article?
Not that I have anything against gossip, but reportage is predominantly greater. And in that sense, the place that has my interest peaked is Bose.
The Bose region? Did something happen there?
A number of large burglaries have taken place, one after another. The identity of the criminals is unknown, but it seems as though the group has got a pair of wings.
Wings? Oh, I see, an airship, right? What are they, sky bandits or something?
That seems to be the most logical conclusion. But there's also the possibility that this could be an imitative deception by the Erebonian Empire.
What? That's impossible. We're supposed to have a peace treaty with them.
Sure, but the Empire has incurred some heavy losses during the war 10 years ago. They can't do much now that every other nation on the continent has their eye on them, but it could be a way to get back at us. That said, nobody really knows for sure, which is why our jobs as reporters is to bring these things to light. Interesting. Alright, let's go talk to Joshua.
Are you still feeling sick, Joshua?
No, I'm much better. I should be good to head back whenever everybody's ready.
I'm relieved to hear that, but what brought this all on anyway? I thought it was the lack of oxygen in the tower because the rest of us are alright. Maybe it was a sudden fear of heights?
I don't think so.
Estelle, Joshua! Are you finished taking pictures? You bet I am, and I got a lot of good ones too.
Then it looks like we're done here. How about we head back to town? Alright, Greenhorns, lead the way.
I'm counting on you, children.
So now we have 3 people we need to escort? Well, that was quick enough.
Thank you so much for escorting me back here. This is the first time I've ever been able to make it back from some ruins without being chased or bitten, or... I don't know how to begin to express my appreciation.
You don't need to thank us, it's our duty as bracers.
I think you'd be better off hiring some bracers to begin with next time you go off to investigate some ruins. My head says yes, but my wallet says no. I'll try and save up a bit though. Well, have a wonderful day and I hope we can all meet again.
I think it's about time we said goodbye as well. I was a bit nervous at first, but your kids did a fine job. Let me just say thank you to the both of you.
That's what I like to call raw skill.
Now don't get all cocky on me. The bracers I know would make you two look like little fledglings not ready to leave the nest. You're going to need to work harder.
I'll try and remember that.
So are the 2 of you headed back to the company soon? Nah, we're going to spend a day or so relaxing here in Roland. I need to write a rough draft for some articles and such.
I'll head over to the Orbital Factory and get these photographs developed. Take it easy, you two. I guess this is the last of the jobs we got from Bad. They were much tougher than I thought they'd be.
I agree with you there. I feel like I have a greater awareness now what it means to be a bracer. It's not just about fighting for justice.
There you go again, saying all the right things. But yeah, I guess I get where you're coming from.
It seems like we got a long road ahead of us if we want to succeed in this profession. For the time being, why don't we report to the guild?
That sounds like a good idea. Oh, but before we go, how are you doing? Still not feeling well?
Thanks for asking, but I'm feeling a lot better. Well, let's go heal first. Why is this never oriented north, this camera? Okay. Rest. Rest. Yes. Thing is if we wanted to expand our slots, we'd need more fire Sepith, but unfortunately we don't have more fire Sepith, so it is what it is. Let's go report to the guild. Oh, hello, Sherazard.
Oh, Estelle and Joshua. Shara, what are you doing here?
This is a rare occasion. You're usually out and about.
I just finished the jobs I took over for your father, and I was reporting to the guild.
So you finished your load too, huh?
Somehow or other, I guess. I heard from Ina that you guys aren't doing too bad yourselves. I guess everything I went through to train the two of you amounted to something.
We're grateful too.
Well, I guess we'll report in as well then.
Go ahead, let's hear what you got. So 2000 mirror and 4 BP. Good work, you two. How about you, Charizard? Don't you think they've done a fine job?
For a bunch of newbies, you did an average job. But you shouldn't be satisfied with that level of work. Especially you, Estelle. You're always the first to get on that high horse of yours.
Okay, I get it already. Great work, all of you. I'm surprised that you were able to fill the work gap left by Cassius so quickly. I wonder if we'll be able to relax for a bit now.
I don't know, I can imagine that the downtime might be a bit of a drag.
Well, that won't be a problem since there are plenty of other small jobs like patrolling the roads and exterminating monsters.
It's been a while since I've been able to take a break. Alright, it's time for my reward. I'm going to drink until I can't drink anymore tonight. Estelle, Joshua, you two join me as well. We have to watch you get plastered and make a fool of yourself? Oh, so what you're saying is you're turning down my invitation? You've got a lot of nerve to do something like that to your mentor. What am I supposed to say? Your drinking habits are intolerable. You cause a ruckus, dance like a maniac, and try to strip in public.
Agreed, it's pretty embarrassing.
Charizard, just where do you think you're going to take these underage kids? Come on, the alcohol is what makes things entertaining. But if you're so against coming along with me, then I don't need you, Estelle. Really? Yeah. Instead, I'll just have Joshua make up for your absence. Why me?
Shara?
Now hold on a minute. Joshua, you look like you'll make a fine companion. Whether we're talking booze or something else behind closed doors, I'll help break you in.
Break me in?
Alright, you big pervert. Joshua! Why are you drooling like that?
It's not what you think. Oh, we've got a major problem.
Huh? Mayor Klaus?
Estelle, Joshua, and Charizard, am I glad to see you.
Saved by the Bell. What's wrong, sir, and why are you in such a hurry?
This is terrible. My home, disaster. It's gone.
What? Alright, calm down, Mayor Klaus. Take a deep breath and let it out.
Sure. Apparently, it seems as though my home was robbed while I was out.
What? That's not being calm at all, Estelle.
I had something to speak with Father Divine about, so I was over at the chapel, and when I came home, it was rather odd for no one to greet me at the door, so I looked around and the rooms were in a state of great disarray.
Wait, what about your wife and Lita?
Don't worry, they're both fine. I found them locked up in the attic room.
That's a relief to hear. It's lucky that no harm came to anyone. It won't get us anywhere just sitting around here, so could you take us to the crime scene, Mayor Klaus?
Absolutely. I appreciate your cooperation.
Wait for me, I'm going too. Good idea. We may be able to be of some help. Well, if you insist. Ina will be in the mayor's place investigating the incident. If you have anything come up, just toss it on the Ridge's shoulders. I'm sure he's just relaxing at the bar anyway. Yes, I'll do that, and everyone, be careful. Wow, this place is an absolute mess. The crooks really tore through here. Look at the safe. The septium which was supposed to be given to Her Majesty the Queen has been stolen. I'm really sorry, especially after having you go through all the trouble to bring it here.
It's not you who should be apologizing, it's the crooks who are in the wrong. By the way, how are the other rooms in the house? The other rooms for the most part appear to have been left untouched. They're about as messy as the attic room in which my wife and Lita were locked up in. Estelle, Joshua, there's something I want you to do. Which is? I'll speak with the mayor about the incident. I want you two to check out the inside of the house. You mean like an on-site investigation? Are you sure we're up to the task? Since we're all here, splitting up would be the best way to cover the most ground, no? Alright, we'll see what we can do. Be prudent and accurate. Alright, Mayor Klaus, how about we talk in the parlor? Sure, now where to begin? An on-site investigation, huh? I'm starting to get butterflies in my stomach. How about we start from this room? Let's not forget to ask for witness statements from the other residents. Sounds like a plan. Alright. So, I guess now's a pretty decent time to take a break. Seems like things are starting to get a little bit more interesting. There's a little bit of stuff that the reporter guy was bringing up about all the disarray going on between the kingdoms, and there might be a little bit of shadiness going on, and or with the Erebonian kingdom. And then now the gem that was supposed to be, or the septium crystal that was supposed to be given to the queen, has been stolen in the mayor's house. So we don't know what that's about. But anyways, we'll save it for next time where we'll do this investigation, CSI style. So until then, thanks for watching.